So I was meant to post a video for my new series last weekend, but technology decided to fail me, and so here I am doing a different video until I can sort out the other one. So for now, I'm just going to say this is the first video of this new series, which I am going to call Lessons, which is basically just things that I have learned over the month, and also just over my 19 years of life basically. And yeah, so I wanted to start this one off about appreciating and waiting on God's timing. So I feel like this, I've been taught this a lot during especially during this past 3 years, leading from high school to sixth form and then to university. And so I feel like I just need to share this with you guys. So about appreciating and waiting on God's timing, I know I'm the kind of person that once I want to get something done, like I'll put all my energy into it. So with high school, one of the things that I was looking at, so I'll have a lot of friends who are really intelligent, really smart, and whenever we had assessments, exams, etc., they'll be getting A's and A stars, and I was like, yeah, I want to be that person. So I was working hard, but I wasn't getting the grades that I'd wanted, so I'll end up with B's while they're still getting A's, and I'll be like, well, I'm trying, I'm really working hard. Sometimes I'm working harder than some of these people, and yeah, I'm only getting B's. Like, why is that? So when I finished GCSE, I wasn't completely happy. I got a lot of B's, to be honest, and basically just not the grades that I wanted. So when college came, sixth form, some of you, when sixth form came, I just really got into it. I was like, I'm here to do work. So that's what I would do. So I worked really hard. I'll spend hours on end in the library, waking up at unholy hours of the day just to revise, and yeah, basically putting all my energy into it. The little hobbies that I used to do back in high school, I didn't have time to do that anymore. And yeah, I guess in a way I didn't have a complete balance of everything. There's some people that would be chilling a lot of the time, but with me, I'll be chilling, but I'll still be thinking about work. So I've got some advice on college stuff, which I might do later on, but things that I've learned and things that I know that really worked for me in getting the grades that I wanted. But yeah, so I feel like God really taught me a lesson to rely on him and trust in him during those times. So at college, I was like, yeah, I know that I want to come out with A's. I'm gonna aim for A stars, but I want at least an A. So when results came out in January, and I knew that I'd worked my hardest, so I was already feeling vulnerable at the time that if I did not get the grades that I wanted to, then I was going to be so upset. So when I got my grades, I was actually gutted. Some people will be like, but why were you angry about those grades? They're good grades. But I remember I got 2 B's and 2 A's in my first year in the January exams, and I was literally crying my heart out, but God, why? I've worked so hard and all I want is an A. I'm working so hard, I'm putting all my energy into this. Why is it that I'm not getting the grades that I want? Why am I not getting all A's? So yeah, so my mom really encouraged me at that time as well, that if you put your energy into it, as long as you're putting your full 100% into something, you have to just leave it in God's hands at the end of the day. Because so my memory decided to be full at this point, so I'll just try and remember what I was saying. So basically, if you honor God in what you do, then he will honor you. And so from then on, I was just really praying, whenever I revise, just pray that God will help me to be able to remember what I'm learning, help me to be able to work hard. I was asking my teachers, what can I improve on? Making an effort to really improve, basically. And then, so that was one situation. And then the end of it, the end of A levels, I was really pleased with my results. I think after the first year I finished with 4 A's, and I was just so pleased, because at that point I came to the realization that, you know, like, yes, I have to make an effort in the work that I do, but I also have to fully rely on God, that He knows what He's doing, and when He's given me those things. And I was able to learn loads of things like determination, like self-motivation, all those kind of things. Yeah, so that is just one example of just like learning to appreciate God through the struggles. And another thing is basically with job situations, like some of you know that I've been looking for jobs since I turned 16 basically, and that was also quite heartbreaking, because I'll apply and apply and apply, and I'm thinking, like, I've got skills, and you have to employ me to be able to gain some of the skills that you're looking for. If you don't employ me, how am I ever going to get the skills? I did volunteering, I did all these things, and since I was praying, like, God, please provide me with a job. But it's only now that I'm actually seeing that if God had given me a job when I was 16, 17, 18, and even like in the first year of uni, I wouldn't have been able to concentrate, because like I said, I'm the kind of person that once I start something, I put I put my energy into it, and that could have affected the kind of results that I would have gotten. And God knows I actually needed a job over the summer, because like he knew about the struggles that I would have had if I didn't have a job, and it was just perfect timing basically. So what I'm trying to emphasize is that things do happen for a reason. If things are not going the way that you want at the time, just know that God has a plan ultimately, and He will do things at the right time. He doesn't always give us what we want, but He gives us what we need at the right time as well. Also, to add to this, actually, yeah, just on God's provision for me, like, I feel like people need to know about what God has done for me. So yeah, so although I didn't have a job, and we were going through like some difficulties at that time, like moving from college to university, and I just didn't have money to buy the things I need. But I tell you, God works in mysterious ways, because at that time I just got nominated for a scholarship at college, and so I was provided with money then, and yeah, I think it was about £1,000, and I tell you, God knew that I needed that money then as well, because I was able to buy like the things I need, like laptop, etc, etc, etc. And without that scholarship, basically, it would have been very difficult to get the things I needed for uni. And then when I got to uni as well, I got a scholarship again of an amount that I'm not going to say, because it was quite a big amount. And yeah, so that meant that I didn't have to work during uni as well. And it all goes to the thing that I didn't really feel like I was pressured to have a job, because I knew that there was a reason why God gave me that money. He knew that I wouldn't be able to cope with that. So yeah, just relying on God fully, because like I said, He gives you what you need. Sometimes it may not be what you want, but it's what you need. And just work with all the little that He gives you, because small blessings is better than no blessings at the end of the day. So my little lesson is that just learning to appreciate the things that you do have. Very often you see your friends, you see other people getting things straight away without any effort, and you shouldn't really compare yourselves, because we're all going through different journeys, we all have different experiences, God has different plans for us. So you shouldn't be comparing your life to your friend over there, because like, it's just the beauty of having a different life, a different journey altogether. Rather, learn to appreciate the things that you do have at that moment, the things that God has already given you in that time. Learn to work with that, use your time and energy to build upon that, and eventually, if it's God's will, He will give you the things that you want. So yeah, it's much easier said than done, trust me, because like, the things that I've had to experience, just to learn that it's been hard, but reaching this stage, it kind of feels easier. So hopefully when there's another stage that I have to go through, then I can remember that, oh, but God did that for me then, so He can do it again, because I know my God is able. So yeah guys, I just wanted to share that with you. Thanks for watching and hope you watch my next videos. See you soon.